all puns. That's all we're doing for 12 minutes. I just feel like I should warn you. So for us to do this, you can see that we have 5 lovely people, but puns, especially doing quick pun games, are much more fun with more people. So is there anyone here who does not currently live in Vermont who would be willing to join us to do some puns? Oh, yes, yes. Sex with me is like coffee, it's really hot. Okay. So we're going to give you some innuendo, we're going to give you some puns, we're going to see what we can come up with. Can I get a suggestion to get us started? Tell us.
Alligator.
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 Perfect, thank you.
Sex with me is like an alligator. Sometimes there's teeth. Sex with me is like an alligator. If I don't like you, it's a death roll.
Oh, well, sex with me is like an alligator. If I'm doing this in Florida, I'm very concerned.
Sex with me is like an alligator. If I do it right, I'll see you later.
Sex with me is like an alligator. When I'm done, I go to the toilet. Sex with me is like an alligator. There's gonna be wetlands.
Sex with me is like an alligator. Don't confuse me with a cock.
Sex with me is like an alligator. My bed is gonna be swamped.
We're gonna do suggestion. What else?
Paddle.
A paddle. Paddle. Sex with me is like a paddle. I like to be spanked.
Sex with me is like a paddle. You need 2 in a canoe.
Sex with me is like a paddle. I like to use it to splash my neighbor.
Sex with me is like a paddle. Let's hit some balls.
Yeah.
Sex with me is like a paddle. For me, it's either or.
Sex with me is like a paddle. Whatever floats your boat.
Sex with me is like a paddle. I'll use my kayak.
Sex with me is like a paddle. You don't need a motor to have fun. Sex with me is like a paddle. You're gonna have to stand in a line in a row.
Sponsored sex with me is like naughty paddle.
Perfect. Can we get one more suggestion for sex with me?
Don't.
A what? Belch. It's like a
Wait,
belch.
I'm chewing belt with a T at the end.
Belt.
Oh, yeah. Okay, a belt.
Belt.
Sex with me is like a belt. Kinky.
Sex with me is like a belt. The way I do it, you better buckle up.
Sex with me is like a belt. It involves a strap.
Sex with me is like a belt. Don't keep your pants up.
Sex with me is like a belt. There's gonna be leather.
185 goes is that 185 things come into a bar, and then things can arise. But usually it's like the bartender says we can't accept 185. So for example, if it is penguins, 185 penguins come into a bar. The bartender says we can't serve 185 penguins, and the penguins will deliver a pun of, oh no, what'll we do? Perfect. What is walking into a bar?
Greek gods.
Greek gods. Okay. 185 Greek gods walk into a bar. Bartender says we don't serve 185 Greek gods. Greek gods are like, fuck it, I'll make my own wine. Nailed it.
185 Greek gods walk into a bar and they all order mead and they sip it and they say, oh, it's so bitter, this is tartar to us.
185 Greek gods walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve Greek gods here. And they say, Athene, no way.
185 Greek gods walk into a bar. The bartender says, we can't serve you. And then says, hey, these guys need to go.
185 Greek gods that are there for a cosmetology conference walk into a bar, and the bartender goes, what do you have? And they're like, we really just want to do your hair.
185 Greek gods walk into a bar. The bartender says, we cannot serve you. They say, why not? The bartender says, you're too greasy.
185 Greek gods walk into a bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed, we can't serve you. And they throw such a Sisyphus.
185 Greek gods walk into a bar. Bartender says, we can't serve you here. Greek gods say, I smite thee into the deepest depths of Hades.
185 Greek gods walk into a bar, and they're there all night, they're drinking, they're carousing, and eventually the bartender says, all right, you don't have to go Homer, but you can't stay here.
Okay, can I get a new suggestion?
Lice.
Lice?
Mice.
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 Wow. Okay. Mice.
185 mice walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I don't know, I'm going to have to see some ID. And so they show him the ID, and he goes, well, I wouldn't normally let you, but I'll let you stay just for a drink. And one mouse turns to the other and says, wow, we really squeaked by on that one.
185 mice walk into a bar. Bartender says, we can. Bartender says, no sight, no hearing, no speaking. 185 mice go into a bar. The bartender says, wow, how did you find us? We're such a hole in the wall.
185 mice walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we're not going to serve you. And the mice go, rats.
185 mice walk into a bar, and the bartender goes, what do you have? And the mice go, give me whatever you want. We're going to go in blind.
185 mice walk into a bar. Bartender calls the exterminator.
185 mice walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we're not going to serve you. And they go, cheese.
185 broke mice walk into a bar and they order so much and it gets to the end of the tab and they can't pay it and the bartender says, you can't pay? This will barely make a row dent in your tab.
185 mice walk into a bar and the bartender says, we can't serve you here. And they're like, but we need it. We need this. We're in a scurry. Okay, we want another one? That's enough mice. 185 mice walk into a bar, start crawling up their shirts into their hats and taking over the bar.
So in this side of the audience, what is a profession that one of your grandparents had?
Farmer.
Farmer? Farmer? 185 farmers?
Farmers.
Wait, farmer, right?
Farmer.
Farmer.
Farmer. Yep.
Farmer.
Thank you. We've definitely heard of farmers.
185 farmers walk into a bar, and the bartender starts saying all these mean things about farmers, and they go, hey!
185 farmers walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We can't serve you here." And the farmers say, "Crop!"
Oh! 185 farmers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing. You guys are here?" And they're like, "Whoa, are you a fan?" And he's like, "Yeah, you guys are outstanding in your field."
185 farmers walk into a bar and they say, oh, we've been working all day out in the field. We're really exhausted. And the bartender goes, yeah, that track, yours.
185 farmers walk into a bar, and then the bartender says, "Who the hell are you people?" And then the bartender says, "Let's go eat." The farmers say,